Hey yo, what up though? It's your boy Brad, B-Rad Butler II, and welcome to another edition of Lit Motivation, hashtag Litmo. Alright, let's get into it. Listen, a lot of people are getting frustrated. They're working on their craft, they're working on everything that they say that they wanted, and they're getting frustrated because they feel like, I've been doing the work. I've been doing the work. And I'm just not seeing the advance. I'm not seeing that I'm moving forward. Like, I'm not getting the accolades. Nobody's like requesting me. Like, nobody's referring me. Like, I'm not getting the money that I feel like I should be making. Like, I don't understand. I'm doing the work. I'm getting the tutelage. I don't understand why it's not happening for me. Like, I'm being consistent. I'm doing everything that my mentor has asked of me. And like, I've watched the greats and watched what they've done. And I'm still stuck in a spot where I feel like I'm just not getting my breakthrough. It's not happening for me yet, and I don't understand why. Listen, I'm here to tell you today that you need to understand that literally you are going to lose more games. Like, you're going to have more losses than gains, right? Than the wins, right? Because it's a process. You got to go through it, right? On every level, it's not going to be that you are the champion. What's actually going to end up happening is that, and I know it's something so simple but so profound, right? You're going to have more seasons where you do not win the championship than the seasons that you actually do win a championship. And for some of you, that might have went right over your head. You're gonna need a second to get it. But here, let me bring it home for you. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of our time, right? Arguably one of the best that has ever done it, right? He had 6 championships, right? But he played for 15 years. He played for 15 seasons and he won 6 championships. He had 9 seasons where he did not win the championship. So he still had to do the work. He still had to grind. Even though he didn't get to the highest pinnacle, he still had to grind and still had to do the work. Now, ultimately, yes, he did win his championships. He did go down in history as one of the best to ever do it. Hall of Fame status, all of that, right? But you have to understand that there were years on top of years on top of years that he had to endure the fact that he was working hard and doing everything that he possibly could to be the best player possible and to win championships, and it was not happening. It didn't happen until later on down the line. He had to remain consistent. He had to hold on to the process and continue to do what he was supposed to do, even though he was not actually getting the championships yet, even though he didn't have the rings yet. He didn't have anything to show for it yet. He was doing the work, but he just didn't get there yet. He didn't get to the highest point yet. What I'm telling you is your opportunity is coming. The time is coming for you, but you have to remain consistent to the process and you have to remain focused on the goal at hand. In the beginning of the season, the goal is always to win the championship. He went into every season knowing that the whole point of this, the whole reason why I'm doing this in the first place is to win the championship. It's all for nothing. You can't tell me that if you had a conversation with Michael Jordan right now and he talked to you about all the seasons where he did not win the championship, that he didn't believe in the beginning of the season that he was not going to win a championship. He approached it the same way every year because that's what winners do. That's what real champions do. They step into every situation with the outlook of, I'm going to win. I'm going to be a champion. This is going to happen. Like, I'm not stepping on the court, I'm not stepping on the field, I'm not stepping into my workplace, into the classroom, I'm not stepping into anything without feeling like I'm going to do the best that I possibly can and that I'm going to get as much out of this as I possibly can, because I have dreams and I have goals and I have things in my life that I want to accomplish, and it's not going to happen if I walk into a situation saying that, oh, I'll just take second place. Listen to me. You literally have the opportunity in front of you. Like, it's coming. I promise you, your opportunity is coming, but you have to remain consistent and stay focused on the process until that time comes. And you will eventually win your championships, but you just need to be ready for it. And you got to understand that it's going to hurt. There's going to be times when you take more losses than wins, but that's not what's important. When you take those losses, you just take them as a lesson learned. And you take those losses or you take those lessons and you apply them, you implement them into the next season. and you work on it and you build, and then you'll be ready for the next time. And then next time people see you, they're gonna understand that you learned the lesson from the last one, and you're now in the situation where you're ready to have the ball put in your hands in the last seconds of the game to take the shot, because you're ready to become a champion, because you have done all the work that is necessary. Listen, it's your boy Brad, B-Rad Butler II, and I encourage every last one of you to make your next day your best day. Peace. I'll see you next week.